settled next to the Willamette River. Autzen Stadium is a jewel in the Pacific Northwest, and the flock of Ducks that call it home have made this one of the most challenging places for any team to come calling. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day. As we'll see a team fresh and ready to go off a bye week, the Maryland Terrapins, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Ducks will put total leather and we'll get started. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So the Maryland Terrapins offense will get the first crack at it here. And when you have a quarterback like this guy, the entire offense feeds off of him, David.
Everybody feeds off of his energy, and the whole playbook's open because you can trust on him. He's dependable, Palmer.
He's also one of those guys, if he gets in a good rhythm, watch out. This dude starts firing strikes.
They'll throw it on first down. And he makes the grab, but he's out of bounds. Incomplete pass. The Terrapins want to crank the tempo. The margin for error is so small in this conference. It's really imperative to get off to a good start in Big Ten play.
Especially, Reese, since you're adding so much talent now to this conference. But yeah, year in and year out, you know the mainstays in this conference, but there's always some surprises, and I'll be interested to see how everybody starts off this season. Listen, this is your first opportunity, Palmer, in conference play, in a major conference, obviously in the Big Ten, to make your first statement.
And it's going to be taxing all season long for these players. Physically, obviously, and you expect that in the Big Ten Conference. But now adding all those West Coast teams, these guys are going to be flying back and forth across the country a lot this year. They have to get off to a fast start today. That's what makes this game so critical.
And Jesse, that's almost like an extension of the running game, a new age toss sweep.
Yeah, and it's a nice job, Reese, by the quarterback, putting that football in a place where his running back can make an easy catch and then advance it downfield.
Back to the ground game on the left. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. And the Terrapins line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. On the move, it's Castellanos. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. The Ducks offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Dropping back, it's McFadden. Getting some heat. Trying to make magic with his feet. And the Ducks will punt it away on 4th down. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Stop just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense sticking to the run. Nice job getting the first down.
They'll run play action. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. The Terrapins headed quickly to the line. He'll pull it on the read. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with second and short. Tempo and overdrive. On second down, he'll let it fly. Flushed out of the pocket. He saw just enough daylight to move the sticks and get it done with his legs. And the Terrapins with the 1st and 10. They move the tight end all over. Here's the handoff. Fights off a defender.
When running backs square their shoulders up, it's when they have the most power. You see him square his shoulders up, break tackles, be strong, continue to plow his way forward, just making it really easy on everybody in this offense by breaking tackles.
And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On 3rd and short, the power run here. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got stopped on first down. They'll try it again from the 2. Running back looking for the end zone to the left. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. So loud it's rattling your fillings on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Man, that's just kind of frustrating for an offense. You move the ball all the way down the field. You got an opportunity on 3rd down, and you can't protect your quarterback. You get the sack, and now it's probably field goal time if you make a field goal.
And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. NC State has the lead right now. This team can really open up the playbook at times, but I'm not sure this game is over just yet. They're up by 7 over Stanford. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They go to the counter. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Leaves it with the running back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll try the run. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun. Give on the inside. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. Coming after him. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
The Ducks will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. And now the offense will come onto the field again. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The Terrapins come to the line in the hurry-up. Off play action. Throws to the wideout. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He's got his man. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. And the Terrapins will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. On the return, it's Castellanos. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He's got an open man. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. Just got to get him to the ground quickly.
They don't seem interested in inching the ball down the field. That big play sets him up. 1st and 10 from the 36. He wants to throw. Tight end finds a soft spot. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the 1st down. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside.
Now that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
They get him on the ground, a 6-yard run in the red zone down to the 11. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon! Follow the block. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. To the ground with the back. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4. The Terrapins in the hurry-up. On 2nd down, looking again to throw. Got his man on the right. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there getting that 1st.
They make the stop after the catch and still some work to do to pick up that 1st down. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Quarterback on the keeper. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise. Backing this defense offense on third down. To the ground to try to move the chains. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. And the Terrapins will bring the punt team onto the field. You couldn't dial it up much better than that as he knocks it out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Makes a man miss. Follows that surge up front. He's got 5 out to the 13. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's got it on the right. They'll bring him down, but not before he put people in the spin cycle. They're backed up just a little. 1st and 10 from their own 19. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Red pass, it's complete. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. They plow ahead with the run, but still more ground needed to pick up the first down. 3rd down coming. He looks that one in nicely. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Back to throw, it's McFadden. Snags it over the middle.
It's a bang-bang play, running a slant. The DB's draped all over the wide receiver. He's got to make a contested catch, but he shows really strong hands on that one.
The Ducks have a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to him again. Nice move to keep moving. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Now the play fake. Whoa, does he turn that loose down the middle. It's complete. A huge pickup. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. They'll run it from the gun. Not a lot there. Picks up 1 inside the 20 to the 19. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Dances away. And the quarterback bought some time, but not enough. Down he goes with the sack.
And everybody knows when you're running that play action, that fake has to be great. Everybody has to bite it for it really to work. Defense didn't bite it, didn't bite the bait, went after the quarterback, got him on the ground.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And he's feeling the heat, and he will go down. Final play of the first quarter, and not the way he wanted to end it. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. Here comes the field goal unit. That is no good. Guys, after the miss, still up by 4.
Oregon 7, Maryland 3.
Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
The Terrapins are in the hurry up. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the quarterback was trying to extend the play, and the defense brought it to a close.
He has been terrorizing quarterbacks all year long. That now his 10th sack of the season. He's got speed. He's got power. He's going to play on Sundays, and he is not cooperating with this offense's game plan.
And the Terrapins decide to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Hand goes into the air for the fair catch, and the catch is made around the 40. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I'd go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, 1st and 10. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back.
Nice run there on 1st down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
He leaves it with his back. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs. And the Ducks look to keep this drive humming. Off the play fake on 1st down. Flushed out of the pocket. Powers through the defender.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
At the 20, he's got space. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
How many 1st downs is that, guys? On this drive alone, this defense has got to find a way to get off the field. They're playing way too many snaps.
The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's McFadden. He's got it and still on his feet. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Out of the gun to give to the back. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Ducks!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-3. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. NC State is piling up the points here today. They've opened up a massive lead in what's shaping up to be the kind of blowout neither side will soon forget. They're up by 28 over Stanford. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The Terrapins want to pick up the tempo. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And here comes the punt team. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
He makes the connection.
And quarterback, receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Unloads to the right. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. 3rd and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to buy time. He'll try to do it himself. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact. On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. From the gun, they'll try the middle. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one. He's got 93 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Trying to punch it in. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. They've moved it right to the precipice of a score, and they need 1 more yard. He'll do it himself. Touchdown, Oregon! And they take it in for 6 more points. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option. You've seen the evolution with the scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
The AT unit on the field. And the extra point makes it a 21-3 lead. They just finished off a 53-yard scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. This is hardly the start they dreamed of, down 21-3. But get a touchdown here, and you feel like you're back in it, Jesse.
Yeah, and it's frustrating for this offense as well because they've got the horses. They've got playmakers to light the scoreboard up, much more than the 3 points we're seeing here. I think you just got to stay true to yourself, do you, David, and know that the points are going to come.
Well, it's also frustrating when the defense is giving up points almost every single possession. So they need to score here and take this down and have a good drive, and then the defense needs to pull their weight a little bit too.
He's going to run it. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. And the Terrapins will hustle to the line.
Nice job. Nice way to end that play for the QB. He does a really good job scrambling, getting the first down, and getting down. Because defensively, I'm trying to get a lick. Anytime I can hit the quarterback, that is a win.
And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up. Offense gets set for 2nd down. They'll put the tight end in motion. He'll keep it himself. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. How bold will they be on 3rd down after that last run? From the gun, wants to pass. Out of the backfield, he's open. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. The Terrapins are on the move.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting to his position.
Right back to the well.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Leaves it with the back. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. They're a perfect 2 for 2 on third down on this drive. They need 8 to move the chains again. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. And the Terrapins come to the line with a new set of downs. The give to the tailback. They knock him down right there. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, the inside give. A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28 and it's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Feeling some heat. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
Well, that's their 3rd sack of the game, and we knew statistically coming into this game, this is one of the top 25 units in the nation getting after the quarterback. I just love how athletic they are up front, and they are giving this offensive line headaches and nightmares up to this point in the game.
It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. And after finishing off one drive with a field goal, they'll try it again, this time a 47-yard try. And he missed it. No good. Couldn't find a way to draw closer. Still an 18-point hole. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Running back searching for a hole. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. Trying play action. Complete with conviction on the crosser. Tackled after picking up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to pass. It's McFadden. Bought a little time. Lets it go. Finds the tight end. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. Used the play fake. Now to throw. Dances away from the pressure, going to his left. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. The Ducks have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Defense going all in to stop the run. On 2nd and goal, he carries again. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
And he's in for his 3rd rushing touchdown. College fantasy football players, that is what you want to see. +6, +6, +6. Let's go.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point gives them a 28-3 lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Utah State is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These Aggies have picked themselves up before, and they're capable of it again today. They're trailing by just 4 to Fresno State. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. The play action fake. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long.
I tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet at my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time they put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect me a little bit better, please?
The Terrapins will punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. Boy, that seemed to be prime return territory. Instead, he'll make the fair catch. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. On the move, he fires. Got him downfield. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Finds his big tight end. And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the ends. Fires into traffic, it's picked off. And he will step out of bounds, but what a play to get the ball back for his offense.
That is one the quarterback is going to want to have back. It's touchdowns or it's checkdowns once you get down to the red zone. You can't get too aggressive and greedy trying to fit the football into small windows, and as a result, QB throws a pick.
Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points.
Unloads to the wideout. Complete downfield. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. He's looking to throw it. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
Goodness gracious, this is a master class, a clinic on how to get to the quarterback. The 7th sack of the game. Are you kidding me? That's a season for some teams. They've lived in the backfield.
These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Quick completion on the out, and he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Starting to feel a little pressure. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. And the Terrapins will send out the punt unit. Great contact on that ball as it just hit. And he muffs it, a loose football. They'll run this play from the pistol. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Quickly out to the tight end. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage, take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And already in the second quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
Offense threatening 1st and 10 from the 31. He's going to pass. He's going to take off. Finds a crease at the 20. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's 1st down. From the red zone, looking for a man. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. Power ahead. Touchdown Ducks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
On to attempt to try. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. From inside the 10, here he comes. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And this one will be stopped for no gain. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, a stirring start to things today in Eugene as we say hello from our broadcast studios. And we've got to start our halftime breakdown with this superstar running back. His elusiveness, his raw power. This young man is the total package. And his ability to catch the ball out of the backfield is a differentiator. A lot of guys can hit the hole. This kid can hit the hole and hit the home run in the passing game. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Autzen Stadium.
The Terrapins will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They'll open the second half with a run. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Just slithered through the tackle, and he's got room to run. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down.
And obviously this offense has had their way getting the huge lead. And now when you know it's a running situation later in the ball games, you're still getting pounded. This defense has to step up at some point and be a lot more physical.
D coordinators down the road that have to play this offense, man, they're going to have nightmares because this unit has so much speed, so much skill. At running back, receiver, tight end, quarterback making good decisions. It is so tough trying to stop them and prevent explosive plays.
And he'll pick up the 1st down after a tough run there. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. To throw, it's McFadden. Escapes the sack. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on 1st down in the red zone. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. 3rd and goal coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon! And the route is on.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
42, Maryland, 3.
Here's the return from inside his 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. The give to the back. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. From the gun, running back gets the give. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? On third down, he drops to throw. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. And the Terrapins send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Looking for a block. It's Castellanos. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. First play of the drive comes from the 41. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
And man, this quarterback has had a day. With that pass, he goes over 300 yards on the day. Really nice job executing, putting up some yards today. Pretty good day for the young man.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Here's a quick throw out to the left.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
To the air. It's McFadden. Makes the grab on the left. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
And the Ducks getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to pass inside the red zone. He finds his man. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Touchdown, Ducks! And the stomping has commenced. I mean, the way this team has dominated this game, impressive to say the least.
And it's cool now because you're kicking the crud out of them so bad, you start to put the backups in, and all them get to get juice and get to get some playing time, get some feel good. And the other side, well, they're just taking it right to the face.
Ready to try the point after.
Is on for the extra point.
And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. James Madison needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Harrisonburg behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Appalachian State. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
This has been a frustrating day, and I'm not sure it's going to get any better. You're already down huge. Listen, this offense can't protect this quarterback. They don't do anything right now. This defense has had their number all game long.
The Terrapins will try to pin them back with the punt. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. He will make the fair catch just a few yards shy of midfield. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. They're trying to get to it. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
What if I had told you this quarterback would be sacked at least 5 times in this game and yet still somehow would be winning? That's not normally how it works. You got to give the offense credit, because even though they've suffered some serious negative plays, they've still been able to make some good things happen.
The Ducks line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. A sky-high punt. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. Pocket starts to collapse. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. 4 wide out set, 3 of them to the left on 2nd and 10. From the gun, running back on the move. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Looking for a deep man. Wide open, he makes the catch. Touchdown, Terrapins! And once he got loose, it was all over.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Smashes it through for the PAT. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a huge play in the passing game, covering 67 yards to the end zone. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. A strike downfield. The expressway is wide open. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
The huge explosive play put them right on the doorstep, and now they've got to punch it in. Back to pass, it's McFadden. Bought a little time, lets it go. And that one is picked off in the end zone. Inside the 40. Inside the 30. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Man, what a play. Now you're setting your offense up for great position, but you want to make big plays as a defense. Not only make big plays, return it a long way down the field. You wanted a touchdown, obviously, but you set your offense up in great scoring position.
Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Gets it out fast. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Movement here from the tight end. He'll pull it on the read. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Maryland! The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
He'll try to tack on one more.
point.
Splits the uprights. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this group, Dave, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the right side.
Knocked down for the tackle. Kept it on the ground last time. Let's see if they go back to it on 2nd down. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Shows him the stiff arm. He stopped at the 32-yard line. Pick up a 5 on the play, and it'll be a 1st down. The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on 1st down. Fires to the right. Makes the grab. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the 1st down.
We knew this offense could put up crazy numbers, but I didn't know it was going to get this ridiculous this fast. They've now come close to 500 yards passing on the day.
Down to the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Pulls and fires complete. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll go to the ground. Able to get 1 down to the 15. Now facing a 3rd and long. Wide receiver now comes in motion. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. It's complete. Touchdown, Oregon. And the pummeling has started. This dude is revving his engine like that duck coming out on a motorcycle. He is putting up points and finding the promised land.
And it's nice to have a guy that can do that. Goodness gracious, they just keep finding at Oregon as trigger men, not only throw the football, but guys who can pick them up and put them down and make big plays.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that dude. They score here. We're in for a ball game.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Not much cooking on that drive, and now they'll hope to flip the field with this punt. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. 1st down for this offense. On the run, it's Casey. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. Back to pass, it's McFadden. Finds his tight end. And the Ducks will move the sticks. It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. They'll give it to the back. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Makes his connection. And he's ruled down right there, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. He makes the grab. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. And on 2nd down for this offense. Wide out in motion. Off the play fake. He uncorks a laser deep down the middle. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down. The big fellas coming out in the goal line defense. The back goes in motion. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Touchdown Ducks! And the punishment has been extended. This guy's putting the Oregon offense on his shoulders, carrying them however you want, on the ground or through the air.
I mean, so fun to watch when you got a guy that can do this. And we've seen it with the Ducks in history, man. They've had some great ones that put their team on their shoulders. You need him to run it, I'll run it. You need me to throw it, I can do that too.
And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. USC is currently ahead early in this one inside the Coliseum. But unlike the days of Reggie Bush and Matt Leinart, they just haven't been able to pull away. They're up by 7 over Rutgers. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. He wants to pass it on 2nd down. Fires the pass, intercepted. Not much on that return, but I think they'll let him slide after making that pick, and they'll have it at the 20.
Tell you what, when you come out of your own end zone, you know, in the shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to get a few 1st downs, get some space, so if you punt after that point, you can pin them a little bit deep. This is the exact opposite of what happened. Now you set them up in beautiful scoring field position already. Really bad play by the offense.
Lets it fly. And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity. And after the incompletion on 1st down, this offense looking at 2nd down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Fast motion from the offense. Looking to throw, it's McFadden. Fires downfield. He makes a catch. And they'll send out the field goal unit. That's exactly what they told us they wanted to limit, yards after the catch, and it pays off on this play.
And especially in these situations in 3rd down when you know the ball's going to come out fast, understanding that, breaking on the football, going, making the tackle, forcing the 4th down.
They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. From inside the 15, here's the return. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down.
That's a first down for the offense.
Quick release on the RPO. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They'll line up for a second down play. They go to the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Fires to the wideout. And the pass is intercepted. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43.
Defensive backs have tough jobs. I mean, you think about whether you play nickel, whether you play dime, whatever it is, you put more DBs on the field. It's more speed. It's more guys that can cover, but they also got to cover that ground. But to cover the ground and make the pick, a lot of times you don't see that. Superb effort by that guy.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Now it's a first down from the 43-yard line. Looking to move it through the air. Quickly complete. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. He threw that one with some serious heat. This senior quarterback doesn't need a lot of space to get it in there. Keeps the legs moving. Not much there on the run. He gets one to the 31. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll run play action. He'll get rid of it. Wide open downfield. Touchdown, Oregon! And the beatdown has ensued. These guys wanted to make a statement. Statement has been delivered.
It's your job to stop them. Oh, don't run the score up. Well, do something about it. Defense has to step up and make plays. Obviously, they're not willing to do that, so just keep running plays and keep scoring.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth-quarter comeback. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
It's complete on the right side. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. Comes out throwing on first down. He's got the back in the middle. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. 5 wide receiver formation on 2nd and 9. They're going to throw it again. Pressure coming. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Awesome job by the defense. Not only getting a fast quarterback on the ground, but understanding what he wants to do. He can take off. I got to make sure I got good pursuit angles, and I got to make sure I build rails. I can't let him outside. I got to keep him in the pocket. He tries to get outside. They get the sack and get the huge loss on that play.
Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on third down from the 43. He'll pull it down. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. And the Terrapins will punt it away on fourth down. A high kick trying to pen them deep. Makes a move. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry.
That's such a nice start to this drive, too, because you've got the lead late and you want to run the football. You want to be physically dominant. The defense knows you're going to do it, and still, on the very first play of the drive, you're able to rip off a long run like that. Great vision there, and a nice job up front with the surge by the O-line.
Looking to throw, it's McFadden. Makes a connection. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. The give to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. And here comes the offense on second down. Off play action. Looking left. It's caught. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. And off from the shotgun. They get him stopped at the 30, but not before he gets 5 yards. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Pulls it in. Touchdown, Ducks! And the route is on. That score might be the one to put them over the top and run this winning streak to 9.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in it. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
80, Maryland, 17.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be knocked down. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
And now they have enhanced their degree of difficulty on 2nd and long from the 6. And the ball's... That'll be a safety. The ball was loose in the end zone. It goes out of the back, and they're probably lucky it wasn't recovered for a touchdown. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines. It stands on the result of the play. Looking for a block. It's Castellano. He is smashing people. They get him stopped, but a really good job of blocking by the return team. He's out to the 44.
1st and 10.
From the gun, the ground game. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. The give from the gun. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, the inside give. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Scanning the field, it's McFadden. Going for it all. Touchdown, Oregon! And the stomping has commenced. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conservative. Because this offense obviously has had themselves a day. And apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring. And the defense better do something about it.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. James Madison is getting hammered right now. They are the nail, and that figurative mallet is just pounding them into the ground. What a bad look. They're trailing by 21 to Appalachian State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
Brings up second down.
He's looking for a man on second down. Takes the easy completion. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. A third and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make the connection. The Terrapins will line up to punt it away. Slips through the line. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. First down here for the offense. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. They'll run the toss. Shakes off the defender. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it, and he had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. The line to gain here is the 43-yard line, and it's 3rd down. The give to the single back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The Ducks will call on their punt team. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. He'll call for the fair catch here. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Quickly complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Going for the big play. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. And the Terrapins will bring the punt team onto the field. A high kick. Let's see if he can pin them back deep in their own end.
What a break. I tell you what, the returner caught a huge break. That football getting on the deck with all that speed on the field where he was able to go recover.
Looking for a gap. It's Casey. At the 45 on his way. And he will finally go out of bounds after another big gain, and they are absolutely gashing them with this running game. They're down to the 32-yard line on 1st and 10. They're going to ride to running back. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback on the keeper. Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and this offense is threatening with a 1st down. They'll leave it with him. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Buys a little time. They finally corral him, and he turns that into a big gain and a 1st down. And the Ducks have it with a 1st and goal. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They'll run it up the middle here, looking for a path to the end zone. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. They've been outstanding on 3rd down all day long, and they could use one here on 3rd and goal. Fires into the end zone. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That drive covered 55 yards for the score. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Fires complete on the crosser. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the 1st down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we see miracles in college football all of the time, and they could use one here. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Quickly complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Now on 2nd down after the short completion. He's got his man. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. They have it at the 43, 3rd and short, trying to avoid making a decision on 4th down. It's caught downfield. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. He wants to throw. Gets rid of it. On target. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. The Terrapins come to the line with a new set of downs. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. They'll go empty and 5 wide on 2nd and 13. And it's incomplete. It was wild, high and wide on that one. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. Working that left side now. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. And it's right down the boulevard. Let's not say they cut into the deficit with that field goal. Maybe just, I don't know, tweaked a little bit of it away with their fingernail. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Final minute, this game's on ice. They can take a knee and run out the clock.
This offense has to feel great with how they're able to go out, execute, and perform big plays all game long. I think it's sending a statement, too, to future defenses down the road on the schedule. They're going to be tough to contend with.
Yeah, I mean, they got firepower, putting up so many points. This thing is easily over. Now they can just chillax, go back to the locker room, know they're going to get the victory.
Just a solid stop by this sophomore. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.